in addition to finally Invincible being released and them giving us an itinerary showing us about the 8 episodes. I think that's because they saw the comment section and people was like, why does Invincible have a midway point and it's only got 8 episodes? And we don't ever really know, because we didn't really discuss the last season of Invincible. So that's another thing.
Rightfully so, because we didn't even know that the last season of Invincible ended. It was right. So it was like the way they did it. It was like, oh, I guess we'll get another episode in a couple of weeks. And to our, to our surprise, we was like, nah, we don't even have another season ready for y'all.
Like, why are they doing that though? Like, what is the thought process behind that? We need to contact somebody who writes about that and find out why they do that to us. That's number 2. But the one thing that I was interested in, since we are talking February releases, is how we do have this Spider-Man project, and it does, in addition to the freshman years, it still has this Norman Osborn that we all discussed, that we all know is a black man, you know what I'm saying? And we happy about that, you know what I'm saying? But it's been brought to our attention that if indeed there is a Spider-Man project that moves forward from the Norman Osborn that we had from the Topher years, and even from Amazing Spider-Man, that we could get recast as a Norman Osborn to fit this criterion. And that has been right now speculated as potentially being Giancarlo. I just was curious as to whether or not we like that idea or not, or no comments. Anybody?
You mean like in the MCU?
Yes, in the MCU. Mm-hmm.
I don't think that would be possible because he's playing someone in Captain America.
Yeah,
but the multiverse.
Isn't he on the villain side though?
Yes, I think.
Don't give me that lazy multiverse shit.
Multiverse. RDJ is Iron Man.
It's getting quite lazy.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look. All right, so I guess the answer is no.
I would much. I'm getting kind of. I'm definitely exhausted with the whole recyclable actors. There's too many actors, young upstarts, young up and comings, even significant experienced actors that could play any role in the MCU. I mean, it's getting very, very exhausted. I'm getting exhausted to the point of like I'm ready to switch sides and maybe go over to DC and see what they talk about. Yeah, man. It's getting that way, man.
I said the same thing to someone this morning.
Yeah.
So, why y'all? I mean, y'all know y'all don't necessarily have to have alliances. You know, you don't have to have.
No, we most certainly do.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you gotta understand something. You gotta understand something. Yeah. You gotta. I feel like DC is leading the rebellion at this point. The people in power have been Marvel for so long, and now I'm rooting for the little guy. Now at this point, I'm down with the underdogs, and DC. I'm telling you right now, if Lantern Corps is half as good as I think it might be, yeah, man, it's full on switch. I'm telling you right now, save me a seat on the bus because I'm jumping on the bed. Yeah, absolutely. Because I think for me, DC feels like the hungrier of the two, and anytime you're hungry, you put forth a maximum effort, and I just feel like DC is in that phase of putting forth the maximum effort and us getting the product, whatever that is. So I'm totally 100% ready to jump on that bandwagon if Lantern Corps is as good as I think it may be. Yeah, especially when I start hearing you talk about stuff like this, like Giancarlo might play his second role as a villain in the MCU. Giancarlo, as much as I love you, brother, sit your ass down for a little bit. It's no shade. I'm just saying, relax. DC has a role fit for you. That's all I'm saying.
Well, in his defense, it's not him that is, out there speculating about the role. It's him being fan casted. So I don't want to put it out there as if this is breaking news. This isn't something that's definitely happening. It's just kind of like the internet talking and saying, hey, would make sense, if we kind of like, threw this dude in there. But, it's also the whole, I want to put somebody familiar into the role. You know what I'm saying? That we kind of got to deal with. But
don't get me wrong, the resemblance between the two is uncanny. I mean, those two side by side looked identical. So I mean, it's not an unfair, assertion that he could be the one for that. I'm just saying, like, let's look into that pool of actors and dig a little bit deeper than the surface. Let's stop just picking the ones off the top, guys. Like there's some people out there that could definitely do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you who I believe it or not, the guy who played in Mufasa. Well, he didn't play; he voice acted. Was it?
Aaron, if you say Aaron Pierre, I'm
no. Why would I say Aaron Pierre? No,
because he played Mufasa, didn't he?
No. I know who Aaron Pierre. I didn't say played Mufasa. I said played in Mufasa. I know who Aaron Pierre.
Okay, my bad.
I think he played young Scar. I want to say he played. Huh?
Did you see it?
Yeah. What I mean is he voice acted. The other young black gentleman that was on there, he could also play Norman Osborn if it comes down to resemblance.
All right. But are we in agreement that we want a live action black Norman with the raves, with the Stay So Fro spray, with the activator, with the whole ocean on his head? We want to see him wake up with the do-rag and the wave cap on. Are we in agreement that we do want a live action? At bare minimum, if we're not agreeing on Giancarlo, do we at least want to see a live action chocolate Norman Osborn? What say we? All in favor, say aye. Aye. No? Okay.
I
Two of us.
I'm
I want a
rooting for
black
everybody
anything.
black all the time.